Will Mellor says spoken of his trauma after he became the victim of fraudsters who used his identity to set up bank accounts in his name to launder money. The Strictly Come Dancing and Coronation Street star says he only grew suspicious when he discovered someone rifling through his post. The actor, 46, says the scammers stole his identity, a substantial amount of money, and said that it had been going on for some time. Will, who narrowly missed out on the Strictly final last month, claims it's not the first time he's been a victim of fraud, as he warned fans to be vigilant at all times. He says it could happen to anyone and says checking bank statements as often as possible is a way to combat the crooks. "It was a nightmare. Sometimes you just don't believe it could happen to you," he told GB News. "I caught somebody going through my mail and my neighbor had seen somebody and they alerted me. They said, 'I think we've seen someone hanging on your letterbox,' and my letterbox is at the bottom of my drive. And this guy had been following the postman and intercepting my mail before I got to it." He added, "He had basically stolen my identity, opened multiple accounts in my name, bank accounts, and laundered money through those accounts. Obviously, he was intercepting the mail before I could see it so I wouldn't notice that I had these accounts open. This had been going on for some time and it wasn't until my neighbor spotted him and then I caught him on my CCTV camera doing it. I went out to try and confront him one day and he literally drove off and I took his picture of his number plate and reported it to the police. He had a substantial amount of money in several accounts in my name. I was shocked, I must admit." Will said he has been the victim of identity theft on more than one occasion and offered fans some advice to keeping themselves safe. "It has happened to me a few times where people have stolen my identity and copied my bank card," he went on. "I had someone buy a lot of white goods on my bank card but thankfully he wasn't the most intelligent and he had all the goods delivered to his address so we knew exactly where he lived." One thing I do want to say to people about this is that research nationwide has done shows Terry's a lot of people who give too much information online on social media platforms. He added, "This is quite an old school crime with me, when it comes to stealing your mail and going through that, and these people would travel from London, and they were coming out to these areas and doing these things. I just wanted to let people know you never say always check your statements and anything that you think is a bit dodgy, make sure you check out. Basically, just be diligent. All you have to do is just make sure you keep an eye on your bank statements and always keep an eye on your transactions, check your credit history.